Hello, hello. We're back. We need to set up like usual. But look at this thing. Look at this thing right here. Some demons coming out of the ground. So, since last time, we primed it, and I went a little crazy on the airbrushing, grays and whites, because we're gonna try some speed paints that I got. See if I can't skip the whole base coating, just speed paint and do some details. But let me set stuff up here. Oh, let's see. Pop that out. Pop you guys out. Some buttons. Add a nose hair, man. Woo! Tickling. Alright, let's click some buttons and stuff here. Let's go here. So we got a pretty bad thunderstorm right now. So the puppy dogs are in here, outing. And let's add some of that. Okay, let it save. Now let it save. One second, fellas. Worst part of doing all of this is setting stuff up. Okay, we're almost set up. Let's do this. That. And one more. Yeah, all set up. I think everything's good. Good enough. So yeah, we got some speed paints, baby. We went ahead and bought the 24 pack of speed paint by Army Painter. So we kind of have a little bit of every color. So we can knock the blacks out. And any color I decide to use, we're going to check these paints out today. Do you hear the storm outside? I sure do. And so does Mr. Puppy Dog. There's a hell of a thunderstorm out there brewing. But you know what? We're gonna paint and ignore it. And if we get whisked away by a tornado, screw it. Sassy's hiding in the tub. Well, Mr. Leo is passed out on the floor in here, and Lil is guarding the hallway. So, well, let's start the day. Cup of the day, baby. Cup of the day. We got a little Pokemon. Pikachu. Ah. Yep, so, Mr. Spawn got the priming, got a little airbrushing grays and whites, and a little dry brushing in preparation for speed paints. Speed paints, they're kind of like my washes and contrast paints. So I went extra ham on the white, gray, black. It's almost set up just black and white. But we're gonna do these speed paints. Totally skip base coating. Just go straight to speed paints and details after, if we make it that far today. So there's a few things I'm not sure what color I want to paint, but one of them Spawn toys I got, it goes red, black, red, black. I'm thinking red background for the shoulder. If the camera would be red background for this, gold, silver accents. Maybe this shoulder's red. Not sure yet. Black or red shoulder, maybe red. Red cape, obviously. Green, silver chains. Glowy lantern. I'm not sure how I want to paint the axe. I want to try to do a hand-painted edge highlight. I want to do an edge highlighted, or we go with a lot of blood. I think it'd be nice not to do blood. Maybe just a little speckles. Maybe we try to detail this edge out. We can have some silvers in here too. But let's start with the black color with speed paint, which would be, I just have a feeling that how we choose go about it, it's going to turn out great because they're the passion for crap. Well, Spanx. Spank you. So, the reason we left all this white is because it should keep the highlights for us. Should keep the highlights for us. We're gonna see how this stuff works, though. Basically, all washes. All washes. Ooh, the slide part right here is perfect. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think I did all this in the black. Let's see. Turns out. See what happens, you know? Oh, red. See what happens. See what problem is. Speed paints are meant to be extremely runny, so putting them on the sweat palette is going to make a mess because they flow like crazy. There's also metallic speed paints. We'll have to see how those work. What a wonderful day in the neighborhood, huh? A wonderful day, huh? What makes it wonderful? What makes today wonderful, Mr. I woke up on the correct side of the grass. Oh, okay, cool. Cool, I guess, yeah? So I think this could be black. Yeah, I think it's black also. That water thing I sent you that link for works great. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd try something like that, but I just don't have the room on this table. I really just don't have the room. Okay, well, I guess parts of this gun could be black also. Maybe we speed paint the gun. So, but there is a silver speed paint. Maybe we try the silver speed paint out. See what that's all about. See how this silver speed paint works, huh? Silver speed paint. Nope, we're gonna speed paint the entire thing today and just see how it looks. And we'll decide if we like these or if I should just use them periodically for certain things. Keep the edge of that blade clean. Oh, should keep all of the high spots. A lot more silver. Let's do a little bit more silver spots. Silver, silver, silver. Oh, these are kind of silver. Sorry, I'm totally not paying attention to the camera. I'm using this stupid holder because there's a lot of delicate parts on this spawn figure. Oh, so I'm not used to holding it with the handle. So, so silver, silver. Let's look at silver. So we're gonna do the whole thing in speed paints and see what works, what doesn't. It's so thin. It's so thin we can always go back over it. Let's touch up this right here and do some red. Let's put a nice edge highlight back on. Okay, we need to put some color in. What color should his tabard be? Should I just do like a... Oh, I do. There is we have a holy white gray wash for speed paints. Let's try that out. I also have a gold speed paint. Let's try the gold speed paint for these bullet casings. Let's try that. Let's try to nail this. Tops these. And music today. Why did my music change? It was Death Note soundtrack. Let's um let's just play some of this. Okay. So RJ, did I hear that um Sword Art is getting another like offshoot anime? Like another sub-storied anime? Is that something I seen? I think so. Yeah. Kind of like their Gun Gale. Chad watched that one, which kind of pisses me off. You need to keep going with the alization, whatever the frick it's called. That one was pretty solid. I liked that. They started honing back in on some decent story there, and they left you hanging. Gun Gale's awesome. Yeah, if you like Gun Gale, you would have liked the game Fatal Bullet, Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. It's basically Gun Gale. It kind of plays like Division third-person shooter, but different. The downside is it's very anime story driven. Um, Meaning you're just sitting there pulling your freaking hair out, listening to dialogue. It was pretty, other than that, I enjoyed it actually. Let's look for some red. Um, Slaughter red. We got bright red. Um, Slaughter red or bright red? Hmm. Slaughter red sounds cool. What's the description? So here's one thing, Chad, that Arming Painter does with their paints. So they have their names like Slaughter Red, but down here it gives you a description. So you're like bright red, but it's a reddish orange or deep red. Or let's sell it yellow isn't orange and yellow. So they kind of tell you more what it is. Like this. This is olive colored. Familiar pink. It's just a vivid pink. So I kind of think that's cool. Yeah, let's use slot red baby for cheap stuff. Ooh, that is definitely red. Okay, let's go with slot red. Speed paints is you normally aren't doing every little detail in speed paints. I mean, you're slathering on over a whole thing. But let's just see if our black and white with one singular coat of speed paint over does what we want. Never know. It's fine. Actually, let's see what happens over Create system black. Darker. Okay. This one, we're only doing the bottom singular plate. The leg armor, I'm kind of copying some of Spawn's. Just some of Spawn's armor style themes he's had. Okay, so that actually don't look too bad. All right, cape done. Cape, cape. Now here's where we can slather shit on. Let's see if our white highlights that we did pay off. See if it's a good way to do capes or not. Alright, we gotta pour some more in. Let it pull up and shit. Really, they pull up. So, that back is part of this tavern. So let's not paint that. Slap it pretty good. Sorry if I'm not paying attention. Oh boy. Tricky. Okay, let that puppy dry real good. So, so you see the leg armor? Does kind of have a transition, dark and light. The cape dry and see how that looks. So I do want to paint background of this shoulder red, but we're gonna make a mess. So let's just go for it. Okay, it's just gonna bleed everywhere. It's fine. It'll be okay. Yeah, let's do this shoulder. It's a happy little accident. Yeah, make an accident, just let that shit dry. Speed paints are meant to be runny. Basically a contrast. They're speed paint, army painter's version of contrast paint. That's what they're equal to. So I'm essentially painting this with all contrast paint. So we are straight up skipping base coating. And I'm noticing that it's a lot messier, but it could definitely give you some effects. And I'm not quite using it how I traditionally use it. I wanted to give it use it as a base coat. Super bright on camera, but it's actually darker in person. Looks super vibrant, but it's actually pretty dark in person. And it's probably this light right here. Let's let it dry. Gotta let it dry. Let it dry. So you can see real good on this leg. it's white and you go over, it'll be this color. Gray, it's that color. Go over it with black, it turns into this color. So that was kind of the ideal of me trying to do a black and white. Was do the black and white and then just glaze over it. And then you would have your quote perfectly blended darks to lights. But it's basically more or less acting like a wash, which is fine. So I do like my washes. But hell, if we do this over the whole thing and then you go over back over it with your small little itty bitty details, I'm okay with that. Because it flows so easy. It's not like you're not essentially painting every tiny little detail part. You're just kind of flowing the paint because it's runny. It's different. It's a little different. Let's try some of these browns out now. We got this olive. Let's pull out some of these browns. And I did try these skin colors. I did try these skin colors and they're still a little dark. So if you prime like a gray or a white on a face and use one of these, they come out dark, which is kind of unfortunate. So I thought it'd be a good cheater way to paint faces, but their skin tone comes out too dark. Instead of white people, they're maybe Middle Eastern colored. So still didn't find the cheater trick to paint faces. Deep brown. Got this olive. Well, let's do the tabard. We got the paint outs on the palette. Let's do the tabard. While we're here, it should just be like a, yeah, be like a gray. Just be gray. It should almost look like we didn't do anything. Because we're gonna slightly do some line work on this tabard. I think this gray is way too runny. So this one comes out too runny. So that is not ideal. Let's I have a gray. Um, where's the gray? Let's try the gray. It's a little dark. Alright, let's let that dry. Let's check the look at our cape. Okay. See if I can show this. You can kind of see it down here. Kind of kept the darks dark and the brights bright. Well, it's a good start to a cape. It's still drying. That's crazy. The camera is picking it up so differently. Trying to show you what I see. Oh, all the lighting's messing with it. Just know that it's like a dark, rich. See, is this camera picking up? Blurry shit. It's too blurry. Oh, too blurry on that camera. Alright, let's carry on. Tabard. Back of the tabard. So the gray is definitely running. Okay, so I'm seeing something already. So if you do a gray wash, just paint the whole damn thing white. You know what? I should have just primed the whole thing in white. Yep. Just prime the whole thing in white and then use the speed paints. Yeah, yeah. You don't need to try to highlight it manually. Yup. Just paint it all white. Yup. That's what I did wrong, probably. You can see it on this gray back here. Because it pulls up in low spots, which are your dark areas. But if you manually painted that shit, it's kind of messing with how speed paints work. So don't do what I did. Just paint the whole damn thing white. Speed paint right over it. It'll probably turn out better. But that's okay. That is okay. That is okay. Well, let's grab some brown. And olive oil. Curious. That is definitely olive. Okay. Okay. One, Switch to the brown. Brown letter. That was definitely olive. They weren't joking. Yup. Just paint the whole thing white. Just paint the whole thing white and speed paint it. Yup. 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 You can kind of move the puddle around too, son. Yeah, that's gonna be the winner ticket. Yeah, I'll try it again on another model. Just paint the whole thing white. Yup. 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 Let's go with. Let's try this warrior skin out on this thing here. It's reddish. Okay, it is reddish. Mixing the brown though. Interesting. Okay. Oh, color. Let's grab let's grab the black again. Yeah. Let's mix all three of them. Olive, skin, whatever. Time for a gin and tonic. Yeah, buddy. I don't know the last time I had anything to drink. Who's a drinking? Nobody likes a quitter. Ah, hurt my belly. Hurts my belly. Ah, question please. What happens if you paint over red? Yeah, well, okay. We'll save that for real paint, I think. Yeah, we'll save some of that for real painting. Okay. Yep. It won't. It's not gonna do that stuff. Let's just go back to making it base coat. Okay. What other colors? I do have some leathery belt action. Nice that dark wood. I like that. They're calling this a deep brown. Okay. Deep brown. Deep brown. Yeah, you can't be near as accurate with the speed paint. That's okay. um, let's see. Um, Put the browns back. I think I also seen that Shangri-La Frontier will get another season next year. Make you freaking wait all that time. These skulls are going with some silver highlight them later. A lot of time for more kit bashing projects. Yeah, oh boy. Yeah, Jimmy gave me a bajillion models to do, that's for sure. I need to paint the rest of my Marvel guys too. I got Gambit and Magneto primed and ready to paint. So I'm actually looking forward to the actually both of them, but excited for Gambit because for his he's throwing cards. I'll be able to use some pinkish purple glow for that, which I'm excited for because I haven't got to use those colors yet. So it gives me an excuse to use pink and purple fluorescence. So I'm actually kind of excited about that. Let's just base coat this whole thing in that silver. Some color on. Okay. Let's grab our Crusader skin color. The reddish brown it is. That's not the one we wanted. Oh, they're both reddish. Oh, okay. Let's slather some on this guy. Try to start building up some of their demon skin tone just slightly. Definitely have to manually paint these guys. Let's go into that brown a little bit. Yeah, let's get where was that at? What color was that? Let's use this. Mix and match some of this. Oh, yeah, I could see some speed paint, some applications. Maybe not all. Maybe not all, but I think I'll probably just go back to painting normal and use these as washes like I do my contrast paints and my fluorescents, or like your shade colors. Like I like this I like this grime for my skulls. Use it on all my skulls. Just kind of knocks the white down a little bit. Dirties them up. Oh, the rain's picking up. Yeah, I can see how these speed paints are beginner friendly. Definitely beginner friendly. So you can just slather shit on. Hmm. Have to be super clean or nothing. Oh, let's grab some fluorescents out. Green and orange. We should probably grab the yellow too. Yellow first. Oh man, dying. That bit of green. All right, fix this napkin. And the brush. Some yellow. Orange. Dot, thank you. Just get our brush wet a little bit. Blend the two a little bit, man. A little bit of the yellow. Kind of just slightly do a little around it. Small little glow. Small little glow. What up, Jimmy? Oh, spawning. Doing spawn stuff, things. Okay. Um, Fluorescent greens. Now, this is gonna look crazy, but don't worry. I'm gonna go back over the chain with our chrome car model paint. But all the chain is gonna get coated in fluorescent green. So things might start looking crazy. This is very good contrast to that red. The two most common colors for you colorblind bastards out there, red and green. And the camera don't pick it up very well at all. Don't worry, we're slathering it on there. God, it looks so sick. I'm so glad McFarlane used green as his power. A fluorescent green glow. Yes, buddy. And you don't have to be clean, because guess what? Shit's glowing, so it's gonna bleed everywhere. It's fine. Let it bleed. It's the light source now. It's light source. How's Jimmy today? Doing all right, buddy? Life treating you okay? We're trying out speed paints, Jimmy. Not this fluorescent, but everything's been painted with speed paint. No base coating. Nah, I can work. Shit sucks. Agreed. I agree 150 bajillion%. Work shit sucks. Agreed. Couldn't agree more, to be honest. And if people say they like work, Chad, don't even say you like work. I like my job. Shut the fuck up. Nobody likes their job. You're coping. Nobody wants to work. It's all shit. Oh, Jimmy. Just enough. One coat of that. Okay, baby. I'll let that dry. In person, I am seeing magic. This camera is not doing any justice for what you boys see right now. It looks all white on your end. It's not. It's white because the light is a huge factor, but right now it's glowing like a son of a bitch. Seeing the little camera? I know it's blurry as shit on this little camera. Let's see if I can get it in focus. Anyway, it's glowing green. This camera is not doing it justice. Watch this, Jimmy. I'll send you a picture on the phone. You're gonna be like, that don't look nothing like what you're doing. Let's do it in where it's light. Yeah, the lighting really plays a big role. I can't even get it on my phone properly. There. Now, let's do this. The lantern glow and the green glow on this. But you can kind of tell, but not. So everything wants to turn it white, but it's not white. One of them effects that you just can't see unless you're in person. It almost glows in the dark. Hang on, bro. It's the brightest thing on my shelf. It's the brightest thing on my shelf over here next to all my minis. Wow. Even flamethrower is not as bright as that green. But you can't tell on camera. How unfortunate. Oh my God. Yeah, that's sick. It's so sick. I'll have to take some better pictures later. But yeah, then we're gonna add the chrome paint on some of these chains so you know it's chain. I think maybe once that gets added, you'll be able to see the more of the fluorescent effect. Unfortunate. Oh, poo-poo cameras, you know. It's going for a second small coat just to make sure. So through all these chains and these fluorescent. I know you boys can't see it. It's a shame. It's because it's so glowy. The camera don't know how to focus it. What are these super bright studio type lights? Damn, that sucks. I wish you guys could see it. Just don't have the proper setup, to be honest. What you guys are seeing is just a. It's kind of like when I did like the short of just the model spinning around versus y'all watching me paint it. It looks a million times better. This is a different camera, right? Now think of that, but think of that a step again because your eyes, your actual eyeballs are seeing differently than that camera's seeing also compared to the good quote good camera. Okay, now muzzle flash painting. Muzzle flash, uh, darker to brighter. So we'll do the orange. The yellow. Fluorescence again. Working that yellow back. A little bit onto the barrel. Okay. And maybe just a little. Most of this will get covered up. And then we'll have to redo it, but just wanna get a little bit of that glow. Just a little bit of it. And then we need to grab a little bit of this red. A little bit of red orange. Alright, like I said, the fluorescents just don't pick up in camera very well. You can almost see the green on the gun. See that effect? A glowy effect. Yeah, you can see the glowy on the gun a little bit for the chain. Yeah, you're starting to be able to see it now as it dries. Okay, let it dry up some. Okay, what else? In our wispy things, I don't know if we just do we make them flames. Hmm. Let's grab. I don't know what colors do we got here. Let's grab some fluorescent red, even though it looks pink, which makes me mad. And then we grab some of our red ink. Red ink. Red ink looks good. It's such a potent color. And let's take our fluorescent red and just a dot of red ink. To make it actually red. So flame colors, are they light to dark, dark to light? Flames are dark to light, right? Or are they the opposite? Hmm. They're light to dark. I always get confused by it. Let's wash some of this off. I can't remember. Let's ponder about it for a moment. When you look at fire, Jimmy. When you look at fire, the bottom of the flame brighter? Yes. Top of the flames more dark. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. But in this case, so I essentially did the muzzle flash the opposite. That's okay. So I want to do some fluorescent reds down here. Because kinda gonna go with lava or molten something. I kinda don't want this to be earth. To be coming out of something. So I'm gonna try to do something down here. want to add these fluorescents down here to start. Let's go with darker. If it don't turn out, we go over it, make it something different. It's darker. Our crackle paint did not do what I wanted to either down here. It's just not enough space. There was not enough space. So we're gonna come up with something. We'll come up with something. Now let's add some oranges. Oh, a little bit of water. Whoops, too much. I'll come up with something. A little bit of the yellow. Just a little bit of yellow in there. Just boogering it on. Swirl all together. Stuff. Yep. It's more of that dark red it is. Dotting it until it kind of looks lava-esque. Hopefully it swirls and shit together. Let that chill out. Let's let that chill out. Let all that fucking swirly red orange bullshit dry. Now that is kind of lava-ish. Kind of lava-ish down there, huh? Okay. Alright, let's do the flame things. Let's get some more. We need the orange and the blue. We got red. Let's do some more yellow and orange on the palette. Oh, I love these fluorescents. Brighter the better. Hey, the chain's starting to dry and you can see it a little better. See if I can block the light. Almost see it now. Who's bedinging? Somebody's bedinging. Oh, he's thumbs up and nice. Oh yeah, hit the thumbs up and shit on the YouTubes and whatnots. Hit some buttons and shit. Yeah, you can see it better now. Yeah, you can. See that swirly lava? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you're starting to be able to see it a little better now. The light's still blowing it out and making it look white. That's how the cape is too. The cape's actually blended pretty nice, but you can't see shit on this freaking camera. It pisses me off. Anyway, let's add some orange to this shit. For all I know, these things are just lava, kind of like bursts, right? I don't think they're fire. They're just lava-y bursts of shit. Alright, let's add the yellow. Like, I added that orange and it looks yellow on camera. And the yellow looks white. I move that camera or that light. Yeah, it's just getting blown out. Everything's getting blown out. That's okay. We're just here to hang out, I guess. Okay. Generically coated those. Back in with the red a little. Take on a somewhat dry brush. Slightly blend those. This shit's wet. Brush. Let that yellow down some. It's still fucking wet. Little wet blending. Yet again, the camera does not want to pick up fluorescence because it's stupid. But what blended it dry. Let it dry some. Here we go back to something else. Um, hmm. See a spot of the black we missed. So a little bit of this good. Okay, anything else? Let's get this shoulder. That skull in there. Just a little white. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's do the rock bit before we paint that shoulder. You know what? Let's do the shoulder. We gotta use real paint though. Um, let's not use real paint yet. Keep using this speed paint. Let's go back to the silver. This silver's kind of dark, so that could be a good base. So I think tomorrow I will be doing details and not using this speed paint. I'll be damn near going back over the entire thing. The speed paint's okay. I said earlier, if you want to use the speed paint, I suggest priming the model in all white and then just slapping on the speed paint heavy. Let it flow into all the cracks and recesses. You got yourself like a good little easy cheater way of painting shit quick. What do they call that? Slap chop? I could see it being a useful tool to have. But it's not for detail work, I'll tell you that. It's not for detailed work. It's definitely not. But if this so far was done with all speed paint, besides the fluorescent, that's not bad. If you just want to slap it together, I mean that's cool. I'm gonna go extra little mile. Details, bad boy. Oh, we're gonna do like even the like paint out the reticle, kind of like Gazgul's eyeball. I want to detail out all that little bullshit, all the little spikes. And I don't know if I'll do blood. We should probably add the blood though, a little bit on the knife. So I want to paint these out to look. I want one of these. Maybe the axe. One of these I want to try the blending for the edge. But I have a bad habit of adding blood. So do I just add the blood? Hmm, we'll decide tomorrow. All right, what color should this be? The rocky bits. It should be like a darker, like a darker color. Maybe browns are still okay, right? Browns would still be okay, right? Yeah, maybe browns. Maybe this olive color. This olive color. Let's do a little spot and see what it looks like. Let's try the brown. Where's the brown? Brown. Maybe we just mix the two. Let's just mix the two. A bit more than that. And let's go with this one. Just gonna speed paint blend. Crusader skin, dark brown, and ooh, let's try some of this too. Ooh, that's like coffee colored. I like that. Okay, let's start with this olive color. I do know speed paints are good for rocks. That is for sure. I'm always using my uh glazes and stuff on rocks, and it just always turns out. What was that? What was that olive color? Let's get a good coat of this stuff on and then add the other colors. What about the skulls? We'll go back over them. Oh, that's a skull right there. Oops. Right when I said that, huh? I have a clean brush. And look that right off that skull. No maintenance. Put that stuff on there. Alright, let's grab some of this other color. It's still wet. The second color is what's this Crusader skin color? It's a reddish brown. Okay, and then let's go into this other color. Grab some of that dark brown. Yeah, dark color. Oh, so that's nice. Beautiful. And we did get some brown on this. Let's work it off this here. Really good. This is a rock down here. Okay. Let's coat these guys one more time. Gotta take a shower, eat stank before crash. Hit you up later. See you, buddy. See you, Jimmy. Have a good night. What's next? Got snacks about to eat. Jimmy about to go eat some of them special brownies or something. Little dots there. There we go. And some interesting little dark bits. There we go. Still got some yellow. Let's go back in. Yellow. Just a few spots of this yellow. Yeah, just a few spots more of yellow. Okay. Who? Who wants some? Oh, let's see. Chad says something. Making fun of people with disabilities may be retarded, but people with disabilities making fun of retards is it ingenious? Um, okay. Some meme. I don't know. Is it a video? What is this thing? Yeah, I'll watch it later. Okay. Let's touch up a few skulls while we're here. Yep. Touching up some skulls. too thin. Uh, okay, I think we got it out. Okay, there we touched up the skulls. There you go. I think that has all been speed painted. All been speed painted. Let's touch this edge up some. Do it white, and we'll put the contrast red back over. It dries. And we will detail out tomorrow. Detail stuff out tomorrow. A little touch up. What was that? Spots. It's all good. It's all decent. I feel like this tabard needs to be a different color, but not red. I think this tabard needs to be a color rather than gray. I almost feel like it needs to be. I think most of the Templars are white tabards, but I need to paint something like his chest piece. So white, red, black on the tabard. So I gotta implement this style into this tabard. Let's ponder about it. We'll do it tomorrow, but I want to think about it now. So, how could we do that? But the tabard style. Border the tabard with white border the tabard red and paint the center white and the rest black. That might work. I might be able to use my ink pens for that. Interesting. Yeah, I think that would be good. So make it more black or just leave that grayish. Do a red border and then white on the inside. So like let's try to do a show. So a tabard border, not the very edge, but slightly in. Let's grab a dot of water. Slightly in. Dab of water so you can see the line. So go slightly in. Around the whole thing. Paint the inside white. Inside white. That'll pop. That will make his chest pop a little more. But may be able to use our fancy ink pens. This is for drawing. Let's just do a little test spot just to see. Yeah, that could be possible. That could be more or less here. Line the tabard. So you line the tabard like so. Then you paint the inside color. Line the tab, maybe. Do something. Let's just line the out of that side too. Just because we're here. Do we get some? I found using these ink pens are easier than a brush for little straight lines for tabards. And it's ink, no different than their ink, like your ink Vallejo paint. Ink is ink, man. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that. Maybe now. Let that dry a little bit. Could just leave it. Could just leave it like that. Just for an extra little detail. Yeah, I suppose. I suppose. Yeah, I suppose. Could just do something like that. That's not bad. We'll just leave it there for now. Well, I'll leave it there for now. Okay. Anything else? Do one wash of our stalls real quick. Slide the head in there and take a peek. See how our speed paint turned out. I torqued my wrist at work the other day. blew my hip out, and torqued my wrist, so I've not been feeling that great. I picked something heavy up I shouldn't have. Picked something heavy up I shouldn't have. Yeah, let's grab some of that gold. We're almost done here for the night. Puppy dog's got ants in his pants. Let's add a little gold to the bullets. Magazine. Okay. And we will add a little stripe. Pretend like there's a holder holding these bullets. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. It's gonna get a lot brighter. We still got a bunch of details to do. Bunch details. I don't know how much details we can do today. Faking some of these rivets. Yeah, let's fake in some of these little bits. Add a little something now. Yep. And then let's grab that red. Touch that spot up. Slaughter red. That's a little bit of slaughter red over that. Go. Touch that. Okay. Just a little darker on the shoulder. While we're here. That's not bad. Sorry, I keep finding myself nodding off. Probably gonna lay down. Don't pass out. No big deal, brother. I put you to sleep. Cool. Still here watching. But no, I'm just touching up a little bit, and I'm also about to get out of here myself. See ya, brother. Yup. Base coat done. Detail tomorrow. I think that worked out pretty good today. There's a little spawn start. Oh, let's put his face in real quick. Let's put his little head in here. Oh, yeah. Let's spawn action. Yeah, buddy. Oh, let's look out here. Ooh, very glowy. Yep, we'll do the detail tomorrow. Got lots of stuff to do tomorrow on them. I took a day off tomorrow, so no worky for me. I'm gonna destroy the face, bone it back up. The face there. Alright, boys and girls. I'm also going to be done tonight. Let's clean up our brush. Clean up the brush, son. What do we do? About 2 hours. 2 hours using these speed paints, trying them out. One thing I would do different is just prime the whole miniature in white, then speed paint it. There's absolutely no need to try to shade in black, white, and gray. Probably prime in black and airbrush white. So that maybe some of the recesses stay dark. Brush. Ta-da. Let's turn this other light off, see what happens. Right. Go. Let's get a little better showing of how it looks. I got so many lights over here. All right, boys and girls, it's been Blue Rebel. I'm done for the night. I am spent. I'm worn out. I'm sore. I'll see you boys and girls next time. Probably be tomorrow. And we'll start detailing this bad boy out and see what we come up with. Not too shabby though. I do see one thing too. We'll have to gloss it up. We'll have to gloss the lava a little bit. Anyway, see you next time. Peace.